Okay, well, thanks everyone for joining me on Saturday, the 16th of September. My name is Don Carson. I wanted to take the time today to share my thoughts around a duplicatable way to approach the business for all of you members on this Zoom. If you're a guest here and you're looking at this as an opportunity, by all means, stay put, watch what we're doing here, and hopefully we can share our thoughts around what we believe is the right way to go forward and duplicate. Collect Direct is an incredible company that launched August 1st, and here we are in month 2. For those of you that are wondering, the unilevel monthly pay just went out last night. So for those of you that earned it in August, you'll see it in your monthly payout. And on Monday, the complete commission statement will be updated. What's happening right now is one more little code where you're paid. Yes, you got the money. That's not the problem, but it was certainly not connected to the total package but it is there. So what I'm saying to you is go into your back office, look under monthly payout, and you will see a unilevel pay there, as I did this when I looked this morning. Okay, so everything that we've said is happening. Everybody's getting paid, and it's working excitingly on the right path here on September the 16th. So today's topic is duplication and what we need to do to develop a system for all of us to work forward on a plan that would make sense to go out to the masses and say, how are we going to build a team, right? How are you going to build a team with this in mind? So if I start this Zoom meeting with this very first slide, what I'm hoping to do is get you guys all to understand something pretty straightforward here, okay? And what it really means to all of you is you got to get in where you fit in. And that means for all of us, and I don't think I've muted everybody yet here, so let me make sure that I have not done. If I haven't done that, let me do that real fast here.
I've been muted, everybody.
Yes, you could do that, please. That'd be great. Folks, the biggest dilemma you have when you get started in anything like this is, how do you do it? How do you talk to people? What do you got to do to really build a business with a company like Collect Direct, right? So remember that you're not employing anybody here. Everybody's in part of your team is basically a volunteer. And there's a couple of interesting slides that I'm going to share with you to really get your head around the power of the network industry, but also the power of what Collect Direct has to offer. So the first thing, folks, we need you to start thinking like a business person, an entrepreneur, and understand that, what you do here is going to be rewarding you in particular, but you've got to figure this out first. I mean, each and every one of you that come here for the very first time, never been in a network experience of any kind, you've got to understand why you're doing this. I mean, it's basically, do I need to get some cash flow happening? Am I just got to start having fun again? Do I want to dream again? What is your why? And there's so many trainers in the world that talk about the why as being the most important thing for each and every person to really understand before they get going, before they make even a decision if they're going to do this or not. Why do I want to do it? And it's no different for us in Collect Direct, because there are so many people looking for a home, not only in the network marketing industry, but looking for a home to be part of something that can help them dream again. And dreaming again can be in any form for many of us. It could be in the form of actually helping that extra money come in, maybe an extra $200 a month, which could change people's lives. Do the study, and you'll see that back in 2008, when the big problem happened in the US, it was about $250 that could have saved so many people out of bankruptcy. So what we're saying to you is, we're not going to guarantee you ever that you can make $1 with Collect Direct, but we're honest to the fault by saying to you, we'll help as many people make some money more often. And then after we say that, you have to know why you want to do this. And so if it's, I would personally recommend you write that down, and you write it down for yourself personally to say, okay, I'm going to join Collect Direct. I'm involved in Collect Direct because I need to do X, Y, or Z. I need more money, more time, or I just want to have fun again. I want to dream again. It's so important for you to understand why you're going to do this. And if you can come to this team and to your upline and to the people that you're going to, get your sort of your help around, they're going to tell you that, hey, I can show you how to do this if I know why you want to do this. So it's important for you to understand that. The next point is to really understand. I love this. John Addison, in one of his seminars I attended, said this. It says, we're in the volunteer army business, right? Like, nobody works for us. I'm an independent representative. Everything I do as your master distributor and my wife, Nancy, is because we're doing it because we see the value in doing it. We don't get paid anything from the company to do any of this. We have to earn it just like you. So we're an independent representative. So we're volunteers here. We're not on any kind of contract. We signed a policy and procedure. We buy products just like you. And at the end of the day, if we don't do anything, it's our choice. So remember that. It's so important for you all to understand that you're in charge of a volunteer army. So they don't have to do anything because it's their business, right? So remember that. And then when you think about that, we're going to go into how are you going to build this? How truly are you going to build Collect Direct as an actual vehicle for you to consider as a home-based business? So we're going to give you the system today. We're going to talk to you a little bit about the 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, and how to get started properly, and ultimately how to duplicate. And what I want you all to remember is that stories and the things that I'm going to share with you today is still your choice. I'm not telling you you have to do any of this. I'm just giving you a platform that should give you an idea of how to duplicate. So step 1, look, every one of us as a member have to pay $9.98 once a year. That's our membership fee. So that's part of step 1. Step 2, or step 1, call it part 2, is to purchase some form of collection that allows us to feel comfortable with what we want to spend or what our entry point is. And we say, get in where you fit in. So there are 3 collections available, 1 coming soon for our membership to start right and to duplicate. What we say is a dugout collection for $99.80, which gives you 10 individual items at $9.98 that you pick from the dugout package. That could be a starting point for somebody. Or they might say, I'm just going to buy the $9.98 membership and start sharing the website. And will I earn money? The answer is yes. We have members right now that are getting weekly Fast Start rewards because they did join as a membership and brought in team members that actually went out and bought the sample package or other things. So it is possible. So step 1 is get in where you fit in. But my recommendation to duplicate properly is to buy one of these collections. Okay, the dugout collection, the sample collection, which we have started with, which helps you have qualification to get into our event in October, and lets you have a good portfolio of products that you can have fun, enthusiastically change and share, and then get a free gift from Dave, which many of you are posting on our Facebook group with your book you're receiving. Many of you have read it, and you're getting to know Dave Jordan even more. And he's sending out a free gift card, graded card in the middle of October for those of you that do this in September, and he did it already for those of you that did it in August. Okay, so that's a second choice. The third one is called the bullpen collection. I'm not going into detail about that, but you can see the price of that coming soon. It's going to be $479.80, and it's basically designed around you making the decision you want to have more to share day one, and you want to start your own time capsule of collectibles as an entrepreneur, as a member of Collect Direct, and you want to have the ability to duplicate more items or sell it on eBay or whatever. So there's 3 startup packages, currently 2 available, but I can promise you that the bullpen is coming and will be available as we head into October, and we'll talk about it more. But currently, duplicate with the dugout and the sample collection for step 1 after you join with a membership of $9.98. What's step 2? Well, step 2 is based on your commitment. Again, everything I'm sharing with you today is talking to a volunteer army. Every one of you out there that said, here's what I'm willing to do. Here's the amount of time I'm willing to put into this. Whatever that means to you, you've got to look at step 2 and put it into your perspective, right? And if that perspective is, I'm going to share my favorite collectible, which is based on my commitment, well, that might come from the 10 that you get from the dugout. 10 of those items at $9.98. You may use that as what we call in retail a lost leader. You may hand that to somebody and say, look at the great collectible I got from this incredible company. And they go, what company? Well, that's the start of the curiosity, right? Everything in sales and everything in network marketing and everything about building a team is to help people understand you've got to create curiosity, right? So what we want to do is say to the people, okay, here's my favorite collectible. This may be you going to the shopping cart and highlighting 5 or 6 or 10 items you love and sharing that on Facebook or sharing that to your group chats that you're in with your friends and saying, look what I found. Don't say I joined Collect Direct. Look what I found. You want curiosity. So that's the key there. The second part, B of step 2, truly, I'm sorry, that's the second part, B of step 3, because I kind of jumped ahead. Step 2 is you're going to commit to a dugout. Why am I saying that? Sorry. I just want to go back one little step here to step 2. After you've bought your sample collection, what we want you to understand is that the dugout is an ongoing option for you to build volume, to get further collectibles that you can share into step 3. So those 10 items in step 2 are going to be ongoing things you can do to build your business. Now, some of you will save the unique items and some of you will sell them and some of you will give them away. Then it leads to step 3. Okay. And step 3, as I said, is to share your favorite collectible, either by video, by post, or by handing it out to them, one of those items. Once you do that, we want to use the magazine to get the credibility. And that's the Collect Direct magazine, right? And you could go yourself to collectdirectmagazine.com and find all this information. But I'm going to show you a unique way to share that in a little bit. The third part of this would be to say, okay, I'm going to talk to 1, 2, or 3 people a day. And I'm going to tell you and show you how those numbers work. And when I say that, it's going to be leading with a potential collectible you love, leading with some form of curiosity that allows them to say, what is it you're showing me? Where is this coming from? You want to commit to 1, 2, or 3 a day. And I'm going to show you what that could do for you on average. And then there's a third thing I'm going to share today, C, which is purchase our postcard duplicatable system, which I'm going to introduce you to today. So that's step 3. So for all of you, step 1, come up with what you say is a get in where you fit in commitment on your part. Buy one of our 4 starting kind of things, which would be A, I'm going to buy a $9.98 membership. B, which is number 1, a dugout collection, a sample collection, or soon to be available, the bullpen collection coming sometime in October. Now, let's move on and start thinking ahead now. What do the numbers work like if you commit to sharing 1, 2, or 3 of this kind of approach per day? Well, what I know, and this is actual statistics that'll tell you this. Hang on, let me just go jump ahead to this one. It should go right here. That the numbers don't lie. You know, this is proven, number system. For every 6 people you expose. Now, when I say 6 people, it could be 1 a day. It could be 2 a day. It could be 3 a day. So maybe over 2 days, you've exposed your excitement, your enthusiasm to 3 people a day, and that's 6. What I know about numbers, and this is proven, is that out of those 6 contacts, 4 people are going to be pretty curious about why you're so darn excited. And 1 to 2 people are liable to buy something. If you think that way, the question is, are you duplicating this in your team? Are you truly moving forward with a duplicatable system that people can actually commit to saying, hey, I want to share my excitement to 1, 2, or 3 people a day? Now, you may want to do 1 a week. It's your business because you're a volunteer army. It's totally up to you. But I'm just giving you an example of what the numbers say when you start talking to 6 people, okay? And so when you look at 6 numbers, you can say to yourself, if I contact 6 people and 4 are curious and 2 buy something, there's a good chance out of them buying something, you're going to get a retail reward of some kind. And I'm just using, and by the way, I actually say this is an example at the bottom. This is not guaranteed. I'm just giving you some illustrations of some ideas for you to really get your head around what could the numbers do if the numbers don't lie, and if I'm willing to duplicate. The question is, what does $40 do for you? Well, if my numbers are correct, and out of 6 people becoming customers, what I know is that out of 6 customers, 1 person potentially will choose to be a member. So if those numbers are correct, and you start looking at somebody buying a sample order, and you making a $50 estimated fast start commission, you just made $90 on going through this process of talking to 6 people to get a couple of customers, and then taking your customers and watching them get asked by their friends, how did you get that? Where did that come from? They say, well, I'm part of this Collect Direct company. You want me to send me your link? You say, well, I bought your product already. Can I actually just become a member? Yeah, all you got to do is spend $9.98 and you can become a member. The numbers won't lie, everybody. if you think this way, I gave you a very simple duplicatable way to say, hey, maybe at the end of 12 months or 52 weeks by doing this, I just made an extra $4,600. Again, just a sample for you. Now, what does $4,600 do for the average person in the United States, Canada, around the world? Divide it by 12, folks. If I personally said to you, if I helped you earn an extra $400 a month, 12 months of the year, would it help you? I don't think there's anybody who would say no, because they would take that $300, $400, $500, depending on their effort, and they would use that to put into a college fund for the kids, a wedding fund for their daughter and their son, whatever. They would put it into paying for a car payment, making something. All I'm saying to you is we want to help more people make some money more often. That's the commitment of CollectDirect. So we're going to come up with systems regularly for you. And today I'm sharing the first concept of the numbers don't lie. Get 6 exposures to get a customer or 2, and watch those 6 customers actually come to you, and one of them saying to you, what do I got to do to get started here? And it's as simple as just change your membership from a customer that costs you nothing other than what you buy to a member, and it's a one-time $9.98. And then you pay that once a year because it's good for a whole year, right? So when we took a look at the numbers, the next question is, hey, if I think this isn't going to work and I start telling my team, nah, this is silly, well, then that's stinking thinking. And John Addison, again, his approach to this is if your thinking is stinking, your team is shrinking. So the worst thing you could ever do is tell your team members that you're bringing into your organization, or that you're actually encouraging to look at this, something that you didn't like about a card or a piece of memorabilia. It's stinking thinking, because you got to understand something. Your opening orders, your way of starting in CollectDirect is a tax-deductible startup cost. And we're going to teach you that at our very first event when Terry gets on and start talking about the value of having a home-based business and how you can actually, reasonably deduct things from your day-to-day. And we're going to teach you that because we want to be business partners. This company's true thinking is that we're all in this to win it. And we're looking at a believe and achieve attitude, and together the dream will work, right? So let's stop this. So if you've got a problem and it's not exactly the way you thought it would be, come to me, come to your upline, go to somebody other than somebody that you're encouraging to join this, because that's stinking thinking. We are and that's all of you, by the way, because each and every one of you are leaders in this company. Every one of you have to think this way. If you're not happy with something, come to somebody else and let them see what it was. I've got emails from you saying, well, this and that. And guess what? The company solved it. I was on with Chris, our coder, this morning, and there's only 2 more things on our go forward progress that we have before he opens up with the new exciting things we're doing going forward after this amazing launch of this company, right? As we said, foundation team of watching us get in and course correct. So get rid of the stinking thinking. But if you've got some stinking thinking, come to me and I'll absolutely help you get a smile on your face. That's my goal. And if you want, it's dcarson@excitedcollector.com, and I'll do my best to put a smile on your face or point you in the right direction. Of course, always email support@collectdirect.com. Go in and make a support ticket. Those things will help you. They're responding as quickly as possible, and I'm hearing nothing but good things. So very important as a team member to have this attitude of eliminating the stinking thinking so your team can grow, not shrink, right? So once we get our head around the basic scenario of this, the really important thing is now talking about what are we going to do to make this work, okay? So folks, I'm here now to introduce you to our new postcard marketing system. And for those of you that are looking at a way to share this, as I've said to you in step 1, 2, and 3, we believe, and I'm just going to go back here for a second, that the way to share this is to share the magazine, share one of our videos, and go through the process of getting people to ask more questions, and then hook them up if you can with somebody other than yourself to tell the further story. It's called third-party validation and credibility. And in some worlds, they'll say 3-way calling. But my point is, you need to be a show and tell person. Point people to the story. If you're telling the story, they may not think you're credible. If somebody else tells the story, they're probably going to listen to you and them. That's what the magazine will do for you. So as we look at this postcard system, this is now live for you to go out and use. And I want you to understand there's going to be two parts of this program. One that's going to have a coupon that will go live in October, and one currently that's available. But folks, if you order the coupon system, which is going to be the Save 5 program, it is being coded, but we can't tell you it's working today. What Dave wants me to say to you is for sure by the October 1st live event, but sometime in October, whenever it's available, it will go live, and you'll actually be able to use this postcard system, which, if you look here, has 2 QR codes on it. And I will post this in Facebook a little later on this morning so you can see these and be more visible for you. But the important thing to understand is that you will physically be able to email that address on the lower level there, put your personal information in place that says, who am I? Where do I want to go? What's my link? And the QR code on this, where it says, we're just opening the vault and you won't believe what's inside, that QR code will take those people to your reciprocating website. And the question is, are we developing a retail site, or are we developing just the Collect Direct site? And after many, many discussions, we want to stay with collectdirect.com. And as you saw on the Zoom on Saturday, last week or Wednesday, all of the conversations now are about using one website, but lead with a customer and let the members go and join off the front of the page. That's important for you all to understand. So collectdirect.com/your username will actually be visible right here. If somebody clicks it, and you could actually, when you see it on Facebook a little later today, you can take your phone and go over that QR code and you will see your website come up. But in this first example, it's just a random Collect Direct website with nobody's name on it. But when you buy these postcards and start handing them out, it will work for you. This is a very exciting system that's been used in many, many large companies to work. So our first postcard that we're making available to you is to drive this QR code to the electronic version of the magazine. And it's going to give credibility for you sharing your collectible, your favorite collectible. It'll give credibility to you to let people know how incredible the collectible industry is. This is our new point, click, share system for you to work with starting today if you choose. Again, 100% your option. It's our system. It's your choice. You could just send people to collectdirectmagazine.com. It'll do the same thing. But by having this little postcard and handing it out, and it'll have all your information, drive them to your website and drive them to the magazine, it'll give you a starting point to where you want to go. So this is live. I will post this in the Facebook group in a little bit. And what we're talking about then is you've got them curious, you've got them interested. What are you going to send them? My recommendation to you is either to go to YouTube and copy the video that I did, which is 2 minutes and 50 seconds, that says, how do I participate?
Oh, I'm sure you can.
You can mute yourself up if you don't mind, sir. Okay, do that, or share this one, and I'll once again play it for you. And this will, sooner or later, will be in your back office to use, or again, go to YouTube and you'll see it there.
You have a choice. Do you want to be a customer and just buy great collectibles at great prices off of our website? Or do you want to be a member that can share your own link and earn retail rewards when others make a purchase? At Collect Direct, we have warehouses full of over 40 years of collectibles throughout the United States. Everything from hockey, baseball, basketball, NASCAR, Beanie Babies, Barbie dolls, and much more. So if you just want to be a customer from the website, you'll choose which categories you are interested in. Search for the items and pick which ones you want to add to your shopping cart. The best part is you'll be getting the products you want that connect you to your past. It's that simple. For those who want to join as a member and have the potential to earn commissions, it's an annual fee of $9.98 to join. This lets you take advantage of retail rewards based on the package you pick. Store these collectibles in a safe place and imagine how their worth could grow over time. Once registered with a username and password, you'll be given a unique link you can share with others. We call it point, click, share. Once someone purchases something using your link, you get paid. All items ship directly to the customer. So you're looking for a great return out of the gate on the packages you're going to get. The key to this is to get in where you fit in with the amount of products you want and the categories you like, and either choose to be a customer or a member. If you decide to be a member, we'll teach you all about the collectible side of this business so that you can earn some money. And our compensation plan can work even while you sleep. Let's get started.
So that video, or the one that says, how do I participate, is a great share during the 1, 2, 3 step. Obviously at step 3, once you've made your decision on what sample order that you would like to start with, either again, the $9.98, which is under $10, right? So $9.98 means $9.98, or the dugout, which is $100 for 100 BV, or the sample collection of $279, which is obviously going to give you a gift and Dave's book currently next month, and or the coming soon dugout, which bullpen, which will be coming in October, which is a little larger package of items. And to be honest with you, just so you have your head around it, it's where you're going to select a series of what you want from a $29.98 price point, a $59.98 price point, and a $119.98 price point, which are our collectible items that have been graded, and other products that Dave has that he's loading up into that category. That's coming soon. But currently, the dugout and the shopping experience that we give you by buying a sample order is what's available. Now, once you've sent them a video, right, now we want to track our information. The idea is to create some form of daily mode of operation that says, hey, I've talked to one person today, put their name down. Here's what I did. I gave them a sample, or I shared my sample. I shared with them. I gave them a postcard, and start tracking as a regular basis how your progress is and the follow-up you're going to do. This is probably the most important thing as an entrepreneur that I've learned over my business career, is that if I don't follow up, I never make a sale. If I don't follow up, I never grow my business. Every business in the world is based around following up. You cause curiosity, which is a lead on TV, an advertising vehicle on the radio, and you get the person to walk into your store, and before you know it, they walk out and you get their name and their number. And what do you do 3-4 days later? Hey, have you thought a little bit further about what we talked about? It's called follow up. And I'll promise you this, in my experience, and I absolutely know this from all my success over the years, where, you know, I have had great success. I always believe it takes 3 to 7 times following up with people at times for them either to say, don't contact me again, or okay, I get it. I need to do this with you. I'm so excited. So don't ever think one no is always a no. You've got to hear them say, okay, I'm definitely not interested. Please don't. And that's the nature of the world of sales. And we're not salespeople. We're shareologists. That's what we are in Collect Direct. We're just sharing great enthusiasm around collectibles that mean something to us. And we're bringing the past to the future. And I need you to understand that tracking your results will help you grow those numbers, and they won't lie. So we do have a daily method of operation. And we do think that as we develop this further, all of this will be available in your back office. But folks, we are at the beginning stages of something that is going to be incredible. So you're brand new. How are you going to be able to connect yourself to all of this great information that we're going to develop going forward? If you're not part of the Facebook group, please take the time. It's a private group for Collect Direct, and just go to Collect Direct and on Facebook, find it and get invited. Tell us who invited you. We'll accept you, and you'll get a lot of great information. Just like this Zoom today will be posted in there later on today. We also have a YouTube channel, Collect Direct, Don Carson, YouTube, Collect Direct Master Distributor. You can go there, and all these videos are always available, right, for you to use. And then the last piece to connect yourself up to all of us is to take advantage of our QR code that gets you into our text broadcast that gets sent out before these Zooms. So what I'm suggesting to all of you is to take a picture of this. If you're not in our broadcast done by text 5 minutes before the Zooms and a day before the corporate Zooms, take a picture of this, add your phone number. You'll start getting a text broadcast before automatically, that you can just be notified, hey, there's a Zoom coming. This is the picture that's in the Facebook group right now in our saved area, but I thought I would repost it here today for all of you to take advantage of. This is our QR code. And then as we go into the compensation plan and other Zooms, we'll answer a lot of those questions. So let me just review what I showed you today and get you to really understand the potential of having a system. If you're all understanding now the simplicity of this, what we want you to understand is that there's some basic steps to your success. How you start, your team will start. If you say, I bought a $9.98 membership and guess what? I made some money. They're probably not going to buy any samples. If you say, I bought a sample order, that's how I started, they're probably going to buy a sample order. How you do this, how you tell your team, I always have learned that what you do, your team will do. So my recommendation is to get in where you fit in, absolutely, but either get a dugout collection, a sample collection, or eventually the bullpen collection. And then commit to buying a dugout collection every month. Again, it's not mandatory, but I can tell you what the volume will do. 100 BV in the bullpen will cause you to cycle our compensation plan very quickly, which will reward you. So if you duplicate that by telling your team how to share those 10 items, which we talk about in step 3, you will drive your volume and eventually your commissions to whatever level you want. Do you want to talk to one person a day or one person a week? Do you want to talk to one person a month? It's your business because you're part of the volunteer army. And when you get to step 3, use the things that are available to you now. The collectoractmagazine.com, the videos that are in YouTube that you can share, or go ahead and purchase the postcard system that I will post in the Facebook group right after this Zoom, so you can go out and order your postcards. Now, the coupon. The way our coupon is going to work, and I can share that with you now, and I'm going to stop the share for a second, is we are going to have a code on that coupon that can only be used once by a member or a customer. And the way we're doing this is you don't have to buy the coupons. The coupon has a one-time code that's coded by our coders, and the discussion was confirmed. This eliminates you having to go out and buy any coupons that you may or may not use. But if you choose to understand the value of cost per inquiry, CPI, okay, the enrolling person, the customer that comes and buys from you, there's no way they just show up. You've got to find a way to get their eyeballs to look at what you're excited about. Well, it'd be kind of cool for you to say this, won't it? Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you $5 on your first order. Go take a look. That coupon will be a simple code that is in the postcard that I'm going to be posting that is not active yet. But if you order, it's going to be called Save 5. And that Save 5 code will be in our system that can only be used once for each member or customer. So your people can't just go out there and constantly save $5. Where's the $5 coming from? And this is what you all have to understand. It's coming from you. We have a policy that says we won't send our payment transfers unless it's $20. If you earn a $20 commission, it goes into your credit wallet or it goes into your pay solution that you've selected, right? But if you're owed $20, you'll get 15. Why will you get 15? Because somebody took advantage of your point-click share coupon that said, I want to save $5 to try this. It's your decision. It doesn't cost Dave any money. It doesn't cost you any money unless somebody becomes a customer or a member. It's brilliant. Think about it. If you go out and buy 100 of these postcards and you go out to wherever you want to go and you hand out a postcard with enthusiasm and share a little sample that you have in your hand that you bought out of the dugout, and the person says, oh my God, where did you get that? Where did you get that? You say, well, here, let me give you this and go look at our magazine because this company is going to be massive. What magazine? Well, I'm going to let you look. And they take the QR code and they snap the picture of the magazine, QR code, boom, 52 pages of our magazine shows up on their phone. They can turn pages, read all about the collectible industry. It's like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. You're telling me that this is Collector Act? Yes, it's our magazine. Oh, wow. Then they go to the back of the card and it says about the vault. Talks about, you won't believe what's inside the vault. Well, what's inside the vault right now is 8,000 and more incredible collectibles that you can point, click, and share and get paid retail rewards or fast starts off of. Are you kidding me? Yes. Well, click that QR code and it'll take you to my link. And if you want to just be a customer, go ahead. Well, you know what? Can I just try it out? Sure. Then send them the video that says, hey, here's how it works. And the girl there, Laura, says, well, you can be a customer, you can be a member. No pressure. Do what you want. It's your business. Get in where you fit in. This system is duplicatable and everybody can do it. All you have to do is start where you want to and then just start sharing. How simple is that? The postcard will work, ladies and gentlemen. I believe every one of us should consider it at your level. But if you don't want to do it, guess what? You don't have to. It's your business. You're a volunteer Army member. So that's our system we're launching with. It's called 1, 2, 3. It's pretty straightforward. I'd love some feedback on this early presentation on what we're doing here, and it will be posted later. By all means, put your hand up if you want to ask some questions about what we're doing here, and I'm happy to share my thoughts around where this is going to go on phase 2 and phase 3. So Brian, go right ahead, come off mute and ask your question.
Hey Don, great training today. The postcard. When I get the postcard, can that be made into a car magnet? So when I'm driving by, people see, because I think car mags get a lot of attention. You go through a drive-through, like, and they're looking at what's that all about? Then boom, you can hand them, a postcard.
Yes.
So I was wondering if I could turn that into a car magnet.
Well, I think our supplier probably will have the answer to that. I can tell you that this has been done through many companies for many years, and it's had great success. And we're bringing it here with the very first one, which is leading with the magazine. But I can promise you that we're going to have 6 and 7 other formats that you're going to be able to do with these postcards by our event in October. And I will ask him about that, the magnet idea. I think that's a great idea. But I believe, and this is all I would do with your idea, is you could easily go, in fact, he's texting me right now. You could easily, if they order cards, we will give you the set to get a card magnet done. There you go. If they order cards, we will give you the set to get a card magnet done. Interesting. Or you could go to a local hardware store and buy those stick-on magnet things that you could put on the back of the card and do it that way as well. But that's a great idea, because magnets, they just don't, yeah, you're right. They got to take them off and hold them. But that's your choice, right, Brian? If you say, I want to go out and give 100 of these things in a parking lot, and they get to look at the magazine and they'd say, man, this is pretty cool, that you missed one step in that. You didn't cause the curiosity with the collectible that you want to get excited with. So yes, cold call with the postcards would work potentially, or lead with an actual excited collectible that you're excited with. Here's 10 I found. What do you think? I like that. So great idea with the magnet. Buck, go ahead, my friend. Come off mute.
Yeah. Hey, Don, how you doing today, buddy?
Good stuff.
Question on the phone app that's coming out. Do you have any idea when?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely coming out at the live event. The live event is when it'll go live, and the phone app is part of your $9.98 membership. But it is part. Remember what I said at the beginning of this Zoom. There's 2 more things in our bucket of all of the things that we've been working on since August 1st. Once they're done, the coding for the card will be done. And that's why I can't say to you it's live today. It's coming for this postcard. The app is basically ready. It's just, what are we going to put in the app for marketing? And that's all going to be ready for us, like this, like the videos, like the compensation plan information, by October 26th, 27th, 28th.
Okay. Thanks, Don.
You're welcome. Jason, go ahead. Jason, you can, I'm sorry. That's I admit somebody. Robert, go ahead.
Don, we had a chat question from a guy named Jim. Did you say that the postcards are going to be available? So I believe that does go live today, correct?
Yeah. So the way we're going to have this posted in your Facebook group is you can go and order them today. You'll have a choice. There's going to be 2 versions. One that does not have a $5 coupon offer, and one that has a $5 coupon offer. If you select the one that's got a $5 coupon offer, the code of that will actually not work until it goes live, but it could go live within a week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, but it'll definitely go live because that's the code we're using. And we've confirmed that. So it's your choice, right? Once again, it's your business. You decide what you want to do. But the symbol for the code is something you can use yourself on your own stuff as well. Let me just say that as an open forum here. If you say, hey, I'm going to give away $5 and I have this form of lead capture I want to do, it will work. But remember, it only lets one member use it once, or one customer use it once. So if you use it on the postcard, it's for all the people you're going to hand the postcard to. But there's more coming on that, but it will go live today. So I hope that answered your question. Anybody else want to come off mute and ask before we sign off? Let me just say before the next person asks or doesn't, the event in October. We've been talking about the Ground Falls Casino, and Dave has that booked. There's a 25-minute distance from Sioux Falls where you fly into or drive into to get to the casino. And I know there's a bit of conversation about how we're going to potentially shuttle people back and forth for those that are going to come if you might not get there by driving. So on Monday, Dave will have more insights into his thoughts on that, because as you know, he's paying for this event. He's providing a dinner at this event and a lunch and some fun and entertainment and training. So I don't, at this point, let him share Monday his thoughts on that. And Dave, I don't expect you to come off mute and share this right now because I know you're listening, but there's more to come on that. So just know it is in Sioux Falls. It is the fly-in point on October 26th will be our meet and greet that night. And the event will be 10 to 5 on the Saturday and 10 to 4 on the, 10 to 5 on the Friday and 10 to 4 on the Saturday. And the Saturday is where you can dress in your favorite jersey or favorite shirt or whatever to have some fun on the Saturday. Okay. Anything else for a question, guys, before we sign off? No? Okay, so watch for the posts that I'm going to make today on the postcard opportunity, and let's start duplicating, folks. Let's start duplicating where you get in, where you fit in. Thanks for joining me today. I hope.
Don, hang on 1 second.
Yes.
There was a question just came up. Don, can you provide also the template or design of the postcard, which we can put our own link and QR code so we can print it in volume with our own printer?
Well, I mean, all I will tell you is that when you go to the postcard, you have to populate your information on there. That's how it works. It's not just a random postcard. It actually has your phone number, your name, your email address, and your link on it in writing, because technology is also kind of something that not everybody knows how to use a QR code. So that postcard, when you go to that email site, you'll enter in your name, your phone number, your email, and your collectdirect.com / your username. It will get that information and populate the QR code, but also in writing will be there. Yes.
Go walk, beach.
Sorry, I'm just got somebody I'm just going to mute here. Go ahead. Anybody else? So I don't know if I answered your question. So, I mean, listen, I can't tell you, but I can tell you that in Dave's world, he wants to protect the Collect Direct trademark, but it's your business. So everybody's gonna, but I know what I'm doing. I'm a simple guy. I'm just going to go in there, fill in the information, get my postcards made and have them mailed to me free freight the next day. So within 24 to 48 hours, you're going to have these postcards. And Dave does not make a penny on this, by the way. This is not a Dave Jordan profit center. Dave's philosophy on tools is never to make money. He just shares it as at the prices, whatever they are. Okay. Hope that answers your question. Anybody else? Okay, good. Well, thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm going to get this recording shut off and I'll get it posted as soon as I can. Signing off from Kenora, Ontario, Don Carson, your master distributor.